hear it? Do you hear the... What's up, y'all? We are live 2 nights in a row. We got some cool stuff to talk about. Making some coffee. Whipping up some coffee. It's the highlight of my evening. I drink coffee at night, absolutely. I love coffee at night. Coffee's the best. It's going. It's brewing, y'all. We're brewing some coffee. Brewing some coffee. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm ready for some Instagram Live. Do you guys ever feel like life is like a Monopoly board? Like we're all on some stupid ass fucking Monopoly board going round and round, trying to make the best rolls we can. Right. Is it dark in here? I just watched a Western movie, almost the entire movie. It was pretty good. Did you guys, anybody see my live yesterday? Last night? Turn this down. I feel like if I keep going live, I'm gonna be forced to work out all the time. Why do I feel like I have to be fit if I'm on social platforms? What the fuck, man? I'm gonna be working out all the time. I think I'm fine the way I am. I'm just skinny. It's just how I am. I've always been skinny. Except, actually, I did go through the fat stage. I did. I know it's hard to think about that, but fucking weird ass movies. Westerns are trippy sometimes. Like some of these Western movies are almost psychedelic. Yeah, when I was 30 years old, I saw this picture of me, and I was on one of those lawnmowers where you sit down, drive these grass cutters, these lawnmowers that my uncle has, and I had this huge straw hat. And I was like 6 months out of jail, and I'm not kidding you, my belly, I'm not joking, was like out to here, and you could see it in the picture. I was just thick, my legs, everything. I was just big. And I saw that picture, and I'm all, oh, hell to the no. Hell to the no. Not on my watch. And I'll tell you what I did to get back to being skinny. I knew I had to nip that shit right in the ass. And so what I did was I ate one meal a day at 5:30. At 5:30, I had one small meal, and I did that for a year until I got skinny again. And I cut out all soda. I didn't have any soda. I just had one small meal at 5:30. I did that for a year, and then I lost a lot of that weight. Then I got really thin in Portland, but I think I was like sick or something. I was sickly thin in Portland. Or it had something to do with this herbal supplement I was taking called opium. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, seriously though. Fucking TV turned off. What the fuck? I like the background noise. So I put on my red Versace, and the red Versace, for whatever reason, reminds me of the Catholic Church. It just smells like the Catholic Church, or reminds me of the Catholic Church. That's so good. Did I put sugar in this? I can't remember, so I'll just put a little bit more. It has creamer in it, so it really doesn't need a lot of sugar at all. It actually, the creamer I get, it doesn't need any sugar, but just sweetens it up a little bit. I'm feeling a little frisky tonight. Like I keep thinking about doing some crazy ass shit right now, but I'm like, it's gonna be, gotta be careful. It's on YouTube, you know. Some people, they don't have a mature sense of humor, you know. They might take it the wrong way, you know. I don't want to go Jim Carrey on your ass and start doing all sorts of funny ass shit. But I want to. But I just want to. Okay, so today I started a new song. And I also decided I'm going to do a 4-song EP. And I'm going to be putting fucking commercials. Annoying ass commercials. I like westerns for background noise. I don't like annoying ass fucking commercials for background noise. Fucking trashy ass Dunkin' Donut commercials. Stupid. What's up with these marketers always doing an 80s theme? Like, you can't think of anything better. Well, let's do an 80s theme. You know, you have to be careful doing an 80s theme because it could be cool, but it also could be a really lazy half-assed marketing campaign. And you saw that a lot in the 90s and the early 2000s where musicians did an 80s vibe, and it comes out really like I know you're still doing cocaine and you think it's funny and stuff, but I mean, if you're going to do an 80s thing, actually make it good 80s. Goth 80s, not stupid 80s. So, I started my 4-song EP, and it took me about 4 hours to get the bass track down perfectly, all the bass on the song, and then I did scratch vocals and scratch keys. Probably not going to keep most of the keys I did. The keyboard track I did today it's so goofy, and I'll probably, if not, get rid of all of that. I might keep some of it, and then I might keep some of the vocals. But I mean, all the drums and vocals and keyboards I did are absolutely scratch tracks. But the bass is completed. The bass is done. You know, so I have this sort of sense of accomplishment right now. I think that's why I'm in a good mood. I'll even wear a hat at 11:11 at night, make a wish. I just put on a hat and it's 11:11 at night, and I completed a bass track on Friday the 13th, make a wish, make it count. So, yeah, the bass track's done, and it just sounds so good. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. No fronts. It's such a dialed bass track. It's definitely probably one of the best bass riffs I've ever written. It's up there with Stand Up for Yourself and The Time of Flowers. Yeah, the bass riff I recorded today is up there with Stand Up For Yourself and The Time of Flowers. The vocals, the drums, the keyboards are scratch tracks. I'm going to have to get rid of those and absolutely redo. Add a question and answer sticker. I don't know if I really want to do that. So I definitely have to get rid of, redo, but they're ideas. Okay. So they're definitely ideas. The song has lyrics, kind of, it's, I feel like a cat that's caught a little animal. The bass track is so good that I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to just throw a bunch of shitty guitar and shitty vocals and just half-ass drums over it. I want to really take my time and make this song sound good, really good. So I have a certain process, how I record music and how I write music. I have a specific process, and I don't really get into it. I don't really talk about my process with recording. So, but I am gonna hug myself right now. Good job, man. You did a good job on the bass track. Yeah, it's so good that I want to make sure that I listen to myself and that the song goes in the direction it's really supposed to go, and not just, so absolute, the drums and the vocals I did today and the keyboards I have to recognize those as scratch tracks for sure. And I think with this new song I'm recording, I'm not going to drop the name yet because it's super, super early in the process of this new piece I'm working on. But I think I'm going to have an instrumental version of this song and then a version with pop lyrics, with singing, vocals, for lack of better words. So yeah, there's going to be an instrumental version and then there's going to be a vocal. Because the song's so good that it's like the music's gonna be so good that it's gonna be nice just to vibe out with just some music and just feel the vibes of the bass riff and all the other instruments I put on it. So I mean, I definitely am gonna want to have an instrumental version of this for people that just want to cruise and just vibe out, just vibe with it, just vibe with it. Look at all this like hand symbols I'm doing. It's gotta mean something, dude. Bro, oh, whoa, what? It's Illuminati, dude. Oh shit, he grabbed his thumb. What's it mean? 2 fingers, Lucifer. Oh shit, he's doing it all. The snake, brother. Okay, the double horns. Oh, dude, it's double Illuminati, brother. So, yeah. Definitely gonna do an instrumental version and then obviously a version with vocals. Yeah, I wrote this bass riff just not even that long ago, and I'm glad I didn't record it right away. Because it kind of evolved. I was kind of working on this bass riff for a few days in a row, and it's laid down. It's a saved project. It's begun, and so it's begun. And so it begins. So it begun. So it begins. Ah, so good. Oh, it's good. Okay. Okay. Enough fucking around. We're getting on topic. Getting on topic. This ain't a joke, okay? This is YouTube Live, okay? This means something. We're going somewhere tonight. Going out to the cosmos. Brother, you ready to fly the cosmos? I feel like fucking Regis Philbin up here with 9 different drinks. Oh, I need my adrenochrome. Get me going. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Woo! Okay. You will never see if you don't tell on yourself. Okay, then you could rock and roll. Really rock and roll. fuck AA. I'm not drinking right now. I'm just saying fuck AA because, I mean, I've been to like thousands of meetings and it's just you always hear something that like really rubs you the wrong way. Have you noticed that? Every time you go to a meeting, somebody just says something, and a lot of times they don't even know what they're saying. It's like some sort of demonic group conscious. Someone will say something, and it's just like grieves the Holy Spirit, and you're just like, oh, that was just fucked up, man. Oh, that was fucked up. Definitely not drinking today. That was some sick shit. And it's not even that really evil, but it's just it just makes you feel uncomfortable enough to not drink that day. So yeah, I'm actually sober for 2 years, so that's good. This is all health shit I'm doing. It's all herbal, fucking opioid, adrenochrome, fucking blood wine from Egypt, and it's all natural. It's natural. I'm just kidding. It's just literally juice and stuff like that. It's just different drinks. Yeah, I'm excited about this new song. I'm excited about this live because it's a live that I think everybody could benefit from, whether you're right wing, your left wing, or you're just your center mass. If you're part of the eagle, where you're just torso, you're just your thighs and stomach. Okay, you're not really a wing. That's where we're going for. Okay. You guys ready to ride the Phoenix? We're going into the triangle tonight. That's it. That's the topic. It's a pyramid, okay? Also known as a triangle for laymen. So this is we have the pyramid theory. I have the dust theory that I've created to prove gravity, and then I have the pyramid concept or the pyramid theory. Bringing the triangle to life. Bringing it. Might even draw a little circle in it or something or some other shapes and really get it going. Okay, this is a lecture, ladies and gentlemen, and it starts now. Let's go. It's going to be fun. If you got any comments related to the live, or if you just have some stupid ass question you want to ask, go for it. Absolutely. That's what we're here for. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this shit, yo. It's my gangster voice before it gets like super crazy. Let's do this shit, dog. Okay, turn down this TV, but I'm gonna leave it on because I like in my peripherals, I like all the shapes and stuff. It works with my ADHD. It's like white noise, you know. I just need and shapes and stuff. It centers me. Okay. We'll turn it on just 2. Level 2. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Wright. Trevor Wright brings us the pyramid theory tonight, the topic. I'm going to need a pen. Absolutely. I'm going to heat my coffee up too again. Turn some lights on. Na 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 na. Imagine if I was going live and I actually started dating Lexi, which probably won't happen actually ever, but imagine if I was living with her and I was live on YouTube right now and she's fucking like wobbling around the house and stuff. It's like, Lexi. She's like, don't fucking film me. I don't want to be on your shit. I don't want to be on your weird shit. Okay. So let's okay, let's get into it, man. Let's go conspiracy. Let's ride the Phoenix. Let's get to it. Let's expand the mind. Let's open up the blood vessels in the brain and let the creative flow happen. Not to get esoteric on you, but this is going to be the most esoteric I get. I usually don't go down this rabbit hole because it's... Did you guys hear that? That was somebody dying in the room. Try not to be rude live. It's like, shut the fuck up. Okay. I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you. I will go Jack Nicholson on your ass, Lexi. I will fucking axe down your door. I'll kill the landscapers. I'll kill them. Okay, yeah, just got coffee on the paper. It's a bad omen. Shit, hopefully that doesn't happen in the future. I'm just kidding. Okay, stay on topic. Maybe I should turn on the TV too, a little bit. Ooh. Opening credits. Pyramid Theory. Okay. We'll have it really low, like elevator music. So it almost has a horror vibe to it, you know? It's just like creepy, low classical music. Here's Johnny. Okay. So, really, though, let's get serious for a second. Serious-ish. As serious as you could get for an esoteric lecture. The pyramid theory. Let's start just getting right to it. Digital. Organic. Let's bring it to your guys' bullshit. Republican. Can't even fucking spell right now. Republican. Damn. We'll just put damn. Damn Republicans. Okay, so digital, organic, Republican, Democrat, male, female, light, dark, day, night, religious, gov. That sounds so hick. Gov. Obviously for the government. Creation. Evolution. Some of the spelling is going to be off because it's just never learned how to spell. Sorry. Okay, so there we go. Let's do a few more. Traditional family structure. Crazy fucking LGBT swinging sex freaks. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's do this. Vegan. Meat eaters. Partners. What else? What else? The fucking poor, rich. Right, right. Yeah. Single. Partners. What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, you get the point. So, left wing, right wing, same bird type of concept. People. Dead slaves. Lower consciousness. Spelling is god awful. Okay, so if you get anything out of this, it's going to be entertaining. Just spelling. Dead slaves, lower consciousness, TV watchers, news watchers. People set in their ways. Extremists. So all of this at the bottom of the pyramid, we went into all this. So you have the digital, organic, male, female, rich, poor, left, right, the different kind of frequencies that people adapt. If you notice how far away people could be, how far away people could be with different belief systems. Okay, I'll put that right in the middle. Okay, people that think way differently, way across the board. Lots of people seeing all the differences, none of the similarities, belief systems. Okay, as you grow and you climb up the pyramid of life and you become more and more God consciousness, more and more enlightened, you will see less and less differences. All these extremes will come to the point. Digital is actually organic. The more we learn about the organic world we live in, the more science breaks it down to a digital understanding. The more we realize about digital currency being not even real. It's literally digital currency, zeros and ones in a computer system. The more we understand how digital currency is not even real, the closer you're going to reach to the point. You're going to start seeing the similarities instead of the differences. the higher up you go, even male, female, the day and the night, all these contrasting ideas, all these opposing parties, the Republican, the Democrat, everything is eventually illuminated at the top of the pyramid. And you will have the enlightened, okay, the enlightened 10% here, sort of extreme duality down here. I even wrote duality. Extreme duality here. You'll have the 90%. 90% of people are here. Most people, especially in 15-minute cities, most people in populated areas of the world, they're segregated in beliefs, ideology, religion, secularism, creation, evolution. And the more you grow, you journey on to enlightenment, you'll be part of the 10% here and realize that creation is just as much part of our life as evolution. Okay, there's no need to fight anything or anybody else because it's all illuminated at the point at the top of the pyramid. So this is a pyramid theory. This is a way people could see through their differences and realize that it's the principle of polarity. The principle of polarity. Fucking spelling is so horrible right now. I just can't focus on how to spell things right. So yeah, you have the principle of polarity. And I'm sure I've explained this better before in the past. So I've even put like a sun here, meaning there's the light of the sun and then there's the light of the moon. But really, I mean, they're both lights, they're both lights. So you have the cross and you have another cross here, right? So everything eventually reaches its point of understanding. The duality is eventually dissipates when somebody becomes enlightened and they become at the top of the pyramid. So the goal in life is you don't really want to be down here, okay? That's where the drama is. If you only fucking knew, like, how it's supposed to be, the drama is down at the bottom of the pyramid. You want to be up here with the 10%. You want to stay away from the news. You want to stay away from the drama, the staged events, all of that. Is it creation or evolution? Is religion the answer? Is the government the answer? Is it secularism or is it spirituality? Is it the sacred or is it the survival of the fittest? Is it the mundane or is it the hyper sensitive? So it's the extreme opposites are going to be here at the bottom of the pyramid. And the older you get, the more you're going to start seeing that every single contrasting ideology, every single opposing party, whether it's man-made or even in nature of our reality, everything meets to a single point of truth and understanding here at the top of the pyramid. That's it. That's basically just a physical chart to help people. It's basically a physical chart to help people. Every time you see the pyramid, you'll think of a unifying truth, a point of light in every single concept. Everything you're thinking about, there's a universal point of light. Example, like it's horrible, animals, attack each other, whatever, but then the other side of it's a circle of life. So it's all in the pyramid. So you have opposing duality. You have, the people that are like, well, everything should just be destroyed anyways because that's just how it's going to happen. And then everything is birthed from destruction. You have generally sometimes, I've been told this, I've heard this, there's like kind of 5 types of people. 5 different types of personalities. 5 types. And you have basically the people that are kind of like this, and then the people that are kind of like this. So all those different lifestyles and opposing ideologies and different beliefs, and the digital, organic, creation, evolution and stuff. You have most people more or less fall, in each one of those things I mentioned, people will fall on this side or this side. Let's fill up this side a little bit more. There you go. Most people will fall on this side. So what you want, so what you want to do is you want to be part of the more enlightened 10% up there. And realize that both of these, you could call it, right-hand path, left-hand path, or whatever, good and evil. You will realize that it all reaches up to a point anyways. So it's pointless really to bother yourself with too much drama because it all reaches up to the ultimate universal truth of God, which holds both parties. So most people are going to be right in here. Your everyday troubles, living in uncertainty, you're worried, you're uncertain, all of that right left confusion, you want to basically just completely mold that over and end up to the enlightened mind and realize that everything comes to a universal light and a universal truth, and there's actually no difference, there's actually no duality, it's just mere reflections. It's cultures, it's different ideologies, philosophies, different ways to deal with our reality. we're sort of placed here sometimes we're placed over here, sometimes we're back and forth, but you really want to have your mind's eye up here and have control of your serenity in your mind's eye and be up here. So there, that's it. That's the pyramid theory. If you just tuned in, sorry you missed the whole thing. You missed it all, but you could rewatch it. It'll be up on YouTube. Most people are going to live in the bottom part of the pyramid. You have someone that is very organic, creation, someone that's very digital, might believe in evolution, rich, poor, male, female, all the drama, all of the Republican, Democrat, all that crap is all the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Okay, and that's where 90% of people are. But once you realize that all these things share a single light, and you could see the similarities instead of the differences in every single aspect of life, you will then rise to enlightenment, which is the pyramid theory that I came up with. And obviously it's, one of the 7 laws of the universe, the principle of polarity. So that's it, guys. That's it. I felt like I wanted to get up on here and talk about this concept that I've, been working on for a while. I did go into, obviously the new music projects I've been working on. My album's up for pre-order on my Instagram, Trevor Six Right. Available for pre-order. It's a 9-song album. Stay away from fermented sugar. It's in everything. It's all marketing and packaging. Fermented sugar, processed sugar is literally the leading cause to every single ailment: glaucoma, diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancer, cavities, just every fucked up, sorry, pardon my French, every ailment that we have is really the culprit's processed sugar. It's in everything. Try to stay away from processed sugar. That's going to be the main way you're going to take control of your life. It's amazing how our minds we have so much more mental focus and energy when we cut out all processed sugar. So I've always talk about that every time I go live, because I think it's kind of like the silent killer. It's something that everybody's eating all the time, but if you look at the overall health, especially in America, it's not that good. And it's funny how, the pharmaceutical industry is booming with all these sort of fake cures, these band-aid cures that aren't really healing anything. And it all goes together, eat all this shit and then take our bullshit medicine and pay for it and owe us a bunch of money. It's just this whole, like I said earlier in the live, doesn't life feel like just like a Monopoly board sometimes? Like like we're all on this Monopoly board and just going along with the motions. And when you talk about things being shitty and not fair and evil or whatever, they go, well, it is what it is. That's their answer. It is what it is. That's really not good enough for me. It is what it is. Sorry, all these horrible things happen to you. It is what it is. Oh, well, it's just, really, is that the best we could come up with? So, 90% of the dramas out there are all concepts, and they're all narratives, basically, that were taught by our parents, the educational system. And obviously, especially my generation, we were raised by TV, which was the most toxic thing possible. So, basically TV taught people how to live in society. It was always the attractive people that were intelligent, that were super compliant to law enforcement, that were basically believed in speculative science and all of that crap. So we were basically taught how to live in the American dream, AKA the alternate reality. which is really, in America, we're raised in alternate reality. A lot of the younger generations, I'm not so sure. I don't really know any people that are younger. So I don't know how plugged in they are, but people my age, like 30 to 50 years old, I mean, we were basically raised by the system. So it's a lot of unlearning, and we have to reprogram ourselves basically. And that starts by, not giving money to psychopaths, and not like eating this crap. And it's everywhere. I mean, I think there's only a few drinks that don't have processed sugar in them, like Jarritos. I buy Mexican soda because it has natural sugar in it. So, I mean, there are options. God will always give you some sort of option to live healthy and not to get caught up in this psychotic dramas. And now we're going to be hearing about more psychotic dramas because the Epstein files dropped, which I think some of that needs to be heard. A lot of it was conspiracy, and now they're like, oh wait, no, these are actual federal government documents saying all these people did all this crazy shit. So but you don't want to get too into that. I mean, you don't want to, hear about satanic shit for like 5 hours a day. I mean, that can't be good either. So a lot of they're trying to normalize, basically Satanism. They're trying to normalize it, which they already have. I mean, um, yeah, that's my message. The pyramid theory is basically a way to not judge other people and to stay out of drama. Realizing everything has a light. A light. It all goes to the top, anyways. I mean, everything eventually reaches the top, and it's all exposed, I guess. So anyways, that's all I got. I'm tired. I think that's all I got to pre-order my album. So yeah, give me $15 basically. That's the end of the video. I'm gonna go back to my crazy ass Western movies that I watch. I watch Western movies all the time. This is the kind of stuff I watch. These Western movies are intense. Like they're pretty. I mean, some of them are. I mean, just really weird too, almost psychedelic. Okay. That's it. You guys have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay safe.